I picked 3 of the most crazy ideas that you guys gave me and turned your imagination into life using 3D and VFX. So the first suggestion that I chose comes from Ace Skirt saying, I think it could be cool with a Matrix video. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I did was to record me taking up the gun and shooting 3 or 4 shots. Then I found this really nice rock that I could lay down on, and then I told my friend to use the stabilizer to go around me while I was moving in slow motion. Then I took the footage into After Effects, rotoscoped myself out, and stabilized the whole clip because even with the stabilizer it wasn't stable enough. Anyways, here's the result. Pretty clunky in my opinion, but I think I can work with it. I then got into Blender, then I experimented around with some different environments. I eventually settled on this look where I was standing in the middle of a street, which I thought would be pretty cool. And then I just started animating the gun, got some bullets in there, and at this point I thought the scene looked pretty boring. So I added some fog, and to spice it up even more, I also added a light bulb, a car, and a fire hydrant. And from here I was pretty satisfied with the result. So I got straight into the next clip, and here things got a lot harder than I anticipated. Bruh. As a result of me turning around in the clip in a 2D layer, I had to turn the whole scene around to create the illusion that the camera was actually rotating around me. So after playing a lot with the keyframes and this, I had finally placed myself in the scene successfully. And all I had to do from here was add in some objects and animate the camera, and then I was done. And here you can see the final result from Blender. And now all I had to do was put it into After Effects and fine adjust the final things. So I started off by creating these weird white circles that would be the trail to the bullets. I then rotoscoped the foreground so the weird circles could get behind the scene. Then it was all about animating these weird circles so that they would follow every single bullet that I had been firing. And I promise you guys, this took a lot of time. But guys, I eventually ended up finishing the animation, and then I just had to add some smoke to the other scene and some wiggle to the whole scene and some time remapping, and then it was done.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
And now I will be revealing the next suggestion from you guys. This one comes from my little brother. Take a minigun and go pew pew, and then the other one catches us and it's like, mwahaha. Let's go. So guys, I start off by acting like a complete maniac in public. And after being locked up in jail for 4 days for this scene, I also recorded the guy catching the bullets. So I rotoscoped myself in After Effects, create a beautiful scene in Blender, adding myself into the scene, and then only using 1 hour of animating the minigun, and then ending up with this result. Not bad. Now time for the guy who catches the bullets. And in this scene I had a really nice idea that I wanted the camera to follow one single bullet the whole scene, where it would come out of the gun in slow motion, then go through the whole forest and end up at the guy stopping the bullets, followed up by him turning the bullets and shooting them back. I then animated the bullet and set the camera to follow the bullet, and also added some more bullets to follow the bullet. That's a lot of bullets. From here, all there was left was to do a lot of animation. And after that was done, I also had to add the other guy getting hit by the bullets. And that's it, guys. Here's the final animation from Blender. It still needed a little bit of work, so I hopped into After Effects. I tracked the minigun, I added some smoke for the bullets and some fire and some debris, and then it turned out really cool. I added some blood for the guy getting hit by the bullets and a nice shockwave for the guy pushing the bullets back, giving a really nice effect. And here's the final result. And guys, now it's time to reveal the last suggestion from you guys. A video featuring a cat. And guys, don't ask me why, but my idea here was to kick this cat out of this world. So I recorded this nice video where I'm basically saying, look at this cute cat, guys, and then I just blast him off this planet. And also my shoe fell off, which was pretty funny. I then masked myself out so the cat could be behind me, and then I just laid down in my bed for 1 hour and called it a day. Not a very productive one. Anyways, the next day I got the cat in, did some more masking, and then I animated the cat getting absolutely brutalized. I also masked the shoe out because it was annoying to look at, and then I went into Photoshop to try and make the AI make a big hole in the wall, getting some really funny results along the way, like this. What? And when I was happy with the result, I added the hole into After Effects and added some smoke, and also played around with some simulation so the wall would actually come off. Then I added some debris on the ground so that the wall that came off would land on the ground, and adding some cracks onto the building, preparing for it to fall later. And when the building was ready to fall, I did the exact same technique, putting it into Photoshop, getting some free cracks from the AI, and then putting some more cracks around, and then making the actual building come off. And now I just hope you're ready to see the final result.
Prøv lige at se den her søde kat her.
And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I also make some really other cool stuff, so make sure to check it out. I really hope you liked it, and if you made it so far, please consider subscribing and liking the video, and also leave a comment suggesting what I should do next. Peace, guys.